High school is such a, a time for so many opportunities to learn and explore, and I think high school students should be required to do community service in order to graduate high school. I know you're taking classes that are required already, like math, English, science, and of course you're already piled up with so many homeworks. But I think that when you those are the things that you gain knowledge in class, but I think another way to gain more knowledge is stepping outside of the classroom setting, and one way to do that is through community service. Community service helps you to build your character and awareness. It also allows you to gain new skills, and when it comes down to doing your college application, or even the scholarships that you're applying for, they look at those extracurricular activities. Now, community service, I was reading an article called Benefits of Community Service for You. It is defined as work done by an individual or a group, and they're working for free to help benefit your community or the public. Now, when you're doing community service, you build new skills, when you are working with other people who are trying to reach a common goal. You as a volunteer already gain skills by leadership, because you've shown an example around your community that to help out, and you become aware of your community and how you can help out and better the community, because there are far more greater problems in a community, versus your personal problems sometimes. And you know um, you might just find some passion in social justice, like how I was reading one of the articles in Scholastic Choice. A student who was required to do a 75-hour community service along with her fellow classmates have come together to join the community service and made sandwiches and put together a life packs, and deliver them once a month to homelessness to sorry for the homeless. And what she gained from that was social justice. She would have she actually gained relationship with her classmate and those and the homeless people that she had encountered, and now she's aware of how it's increasing in her community, as well as food insecurity, because I guess they don't have access to healthier food. And also, when you're doing community service, those are those are counted for as extracurricular activities. Now, when you start filling up those college applications and scholarships, that's one of a thumbs up for them, because that shows that students who have actively been involved in the community service in high school are likely to be the same way, and if not make it better, in college, make it a better community for other students. um, and I personally I did one community service in high school where I volunteered at a local hospital, and was just going from around the floor, asking patients if they needed water. Simple task that helps out the nurses and the staff on the floor. That was my volunteer work. I did file some papers as well, but I think that's what helps me to kind of lead the path that I was going for as a nurse, for a career. And so also, And now I've actually started to look at volunteer works around my community in Puyallup. I've looked at their website and see what types of volunteer works they have, and they have numerous types of volunteer work, and it can go from like parks and recreational cleanups to setting up events, or even hospital, and of course those who are pet lovers, working at the animal shelter. So I think it should be required for students to high school students to take part in community service in order for them to graduate high school. So because it does build new skills for you as a person, and your community as well. And of course, I think people should start doing community service. I know it's not, you don't have to give up so many hours, but it's not good, but you don't have to put in so many hours, but every little bit counts for the community.